What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing okay. There's a couple of things today I want to discuss with y'all. One being of a picture about the Idaho 4 college students that got murdered. The picture, it's been out for, I think, maybe a week, but I'm just now getting to it because I've been busy work and family and life, really. But anyways, and the first thing I want to say, though, and get to is I want to apologize to Jonathan. I know he ain't watching my channel. He don't watch my channel. I know he don't. And it's cool. It don't matter. But I want to apologize to him. And if any of his subs is watching me and hearing this, if you can remember it, make sure you tell him that I apologized. Because I went off on him on his own channel in the comment section. But let me give you a little backstory. I ain't gonna give you the whole thing because I ain't really got time to dig into it, the whole thing. But a little about it is he's a true crime detective, investigator, whatever you want to call it. And he's been on YouTube for, I guess, a minute now. So have I. I've been on YouTube for a while. But he's got thousands and thousands of subs. And and don't get me wrong, I'm not taking nothing away from the dude. He has done tremendous, fantastic work with the Idaho 4. He even went to Idaho itself, and he did a bunch of lives from different areas, and just giving people different perspectives of the area, of the frat house and of the back roads and excuse me, of different areas. And that was great, man. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. If you go report that kind of stuff, that's what you're supposed to do. But what got me about it with him was here recently I'd get on and I'd hear him say News Nation or Fox News or just put out a video of this, but I did it first. That bugged me. That bit me the wrong way. Because it's not about him. And like I told him in the comments, I said, dude, I'm gonna be straight up with you. This ain't about you or your channel. And I told him, I said, this is about the 4 kids that got murdered and their families and getting justice for them. That's what it should. That's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about for who done this first or who done that first or who said this first. Or it's not about that. And if you think it is, you got it fucked up because it's not. But anywho, he kept putting out videos like that. Not a bunch, but the last few that I've seen, he mentioned that in the video. It beat me the wrong way. So I spoke my mind. I told him, what I thought about it, and I was in the wrong because I was in his comments being hateful and disrespectful. And I know somebody is in my comments being hateful and disrespectful. He never said that to me. He never said it. He never responded back to me. So he's a bigger man than me because I would have responded back to him. I mean, quick. But I want to apologize. I was probably in the wrong. I'm not that kind of dude no more. I'm not no aggressive jump down your throat kind of guy no more. And that's why I know I come off like that in his comments but it ain't about you, and it ain't even about your channel. And like I told him, I said, dude, you have got a great audience here. He's got like thousands of subs. And I said, dude, you got a great audience here. You got a chance to put some real fucking info out there and let it and it spread like wildfire. And I just told him, I said, get your shit together. And I don't know this dude from Adam and Eve, never met him, never talked to him, but it just fucking something got me, something rubbed me the wrong way about what he kept putting out last 2 or 3 videos. All right, anyways, let's get down to the main subject of this video, which is this picture that we're looking at now. This picture is let's see. All right, let me give you a little backstory on this. If you ain't from this country and you've lived in a hole for the past 8 months, 3 months, whatever, then you don't know nothing about this. But if you ain't lived in a hole here recently, then you probably have heard about this. This is the Idaho Four, the four college students, the Idaho University college students that got murdered um, early in the mornings on the 13th, November 13th. It was like they say it's between 3 and 4 is when they got murdered. But what is unusual about this case is it happened in a really small town of Idaho, Moscow. Not not like the not like Russia, but it's like Russia, but it's not like Russia. That kind of struck me weird too when they said war was that, but that's another video. But they got stabbed to death while they was asleep in their home. They had there was six roommates. No, actually, let me rephrase it. There was there were six people there that night. All of them was roommates, but one. And his name was Ethan Chapin. He was the boyfriend of Zena, one of the girls that got murdered. So he was over there seeing her, but there was two surviving roommates that stayed downstairs. Didn't hear nothing. Didn't hear their four of their friends upstairs getting stabbed to death. Which, granted, I mean, if you got any kind of knowledge on anything about the world, you know, if you stab somebody fatally, the first stab, then only thing you're gonna hear is blood gurgling. That's all you're gonna hear. They ain't gonna better get a scream out. Same way if they stab you in the neck, or if they cut your neck, or if you ain't gonna scream. Now, what's weird about that is the four that got killed, two was in one room and two was in another room. Two was in one bed and two was in the other bed. So the perpetrator come in, stabbed one. All right, the first one that he stabbed, or it had to be a him, and I'll tell you why. I think that in a minute. But the first one that he stabbed, just say, hypothetically speaking, he went into Kaylee and Maddie's room, or Maddie's room, or whoever's room. I think it was Maddie's or Kaylee's. I ain't really been watching it closely lately because I've been busy. But I think they said it was either Kaylee or Maddie's room. Anyways, Kaylee and Maddie was in the same bed together. They were sleeping together. They've been best friends since grade school. Is what my understanding of it is. But the perpetrator goes in and stabs one of the girls. Say he stabs Kaylee first. She can't scream, but I know Maddie's gonna wake up. I know if I'm laying in the bed with my wife and somebody comes in my house and stabs my wife while I'm laying in the bed beside her, drunk or not, drunk will be worse for him. I'm gonna wake up. I don't care, because a gurgling noise is gonna register real quick in my head. That's not normal noise during the night when we're sleeping. So I mean, I'm gonna wake up. But anyways, that's what strikes me odd, that the two didn't hear nothing. But granted, that was a party house. There's so many body cam coming out from the police before this incident happened, the murders happened, that they had to go out there for noise complaints. And it was one of the videos. It was just wild, man. None of the roommates was there. And one of the noise complaint, one of the times that the officers had to go out there for noise complaint, none of the roommates was there, but their house was fucking packed, and with college kids partying in their house, and none of them was there. I mean, so it was a party house, granted, but I find that strikingly odd. So this picture is taken at the Corner Club. There's this little bar in Moscow, Idaho, called the Corner Club, that Kaylee and Maddie was at. When they left here, they walked to the grub truck, which is the videos out of the grub truck of the footage of them ordering and all that. That's them when they left the Corner Club. Okay. Then after they left the grub truck, they went home, and that's when they got killed. Yeah, all four got killed between 3 and 4. I think they said between 3 and 4 in the morning on the 13th. But this is the picture right here is the picture that was taken inside of the corner club. I take it from a CCTV camera or one of the bar footage or cameras or whatever. And I don't know what other channels are saying about this guy. I haven't watched other channels about this guy because I've been wanting to get my own perspective of this guy without any kind of influence. If y'all know what I'm saying, I don't want nobody to kind of put a seed in my head of who they think he is, and this is what I think about this guy. Now I'm not labeling nobody, and I'm not um, pointing a finger at nobody. Let me make that clear. Okay, now let me ask y'all a question. When you see college kids, they 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 want to stay pretty fresh and clean, right? I mean, hell, I want to stay fresh and clean. I want to have nice clothes. I want to be shaved, and I want to have nice shoes. I want to have nice maybe some jewelry or whatever. But I want my appearance to be nice, and that's how college kids are. Everyone I've seen, I've never seen a well. I'll take that back. I have seen slouches, but 9 out of 10 times a college kid is gonna be fresh and clean. All right, now check this guy out that Caitlin Maddie's talking to. Okay, look at his shoes. He's got white shoes on, and they're dirty as fuck. He's got a '70s porn mustache going, and he strikes me as a creeper, as a peeping tom. That's what he strikes me as, and he probably ain't, but that's what he strikes me as. Um, Also in this photo, you see hoodie guy that's in the grub truck. You see him down there talking to. I'm gonna take that as Adam to the far right, and then some other guy in the black shirt and hat. Uh, but I believe this guy ain't no college kid. That's what I'm trying to say. This guy that they're talking to, I don't think he goes to college there. I'm thinking more of the lines of a local partier, maybe drug dealer, maybe something like that. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe a local porn star. He's got that porn mustache going. So I don't know. I think that he's a local something. I don't think he's a local college kid. He don't strike me as a college kid. Um, Also, another thing about this video, any of the bars I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot of bars. For y'all who don't know me, I was in the military, so I was in the military for a long time, and I've been to a lot of bars and all kinds of different style bars. All kinds of the Philippine bars is blow your fucking mind. But the bar there is now. This is the bar now. Now, granted, this is called the Corner Club Bar. All right. If you look at the bottom right of the photo, you see the bar. You see some part of the bar. Look out. Look everywhere else. There's no booths. There's no pool tables. There's no table. There's no tables and chairs. There's no like stage where you do karaoke. I don't know if I think this was a sports bar, so they might have karaoke there. I've been to sports bars that they have karaoke nights and nights, but I don't see no area for that. What I do see though, if you look behind where right here where the girl is talking to the guy to the wall, you'll see a person at the wall. Then about 2 foot over, you'll see another person, and it's just a wall. That kind of resembles like a fucking like in prison, like the phone room. I mean, that's exactly what that kind of resembles. And you see the two people at the wall, then you see the lady with the pocketbook. It's like she's right there in line. She got the phone next. She's telling that bitch to hurry up, get the fuck out of the phone. I mean, I'm just going on about that, but I mean, that's what it resembles. It's a weird kind of bar, if you ask me. I've never been to a bar. Now, like I said, I've been to a lot of bars, but I've never been to a bar that has a bar and nothing else but stools out in the middle of the floor. And that's all you see here, stools and a door and part of the bar. You don't see a piece of a pool table. You don't see a piece of a table that's in frame. You don't see a piece of a booth that's in frame. You don't see none of that. And you know, like a dance floor, that ain't no dance floor tile. Which I've been to bars that didn't have dance floor tiles, just one kind of flooring that went throughout the whole bar that you know, they called it a dance floor. But I don't see nobody dancing. I don't see no strobe lights. And every bar I've been to that had a dance floor, that had a place where people dance, they had some kind of strobe lights above, and which you can't really see the ceiling, but I don't see no kind of neon lights on the sides of the walls. But it's just a weird bar to me. That's a weird guy. And you know, we all thought we all thought Hoodie Guy was weird, and some people still do. I just think that he might have knew him, which I mean, obviously he knew him, and he might have seen them talking to that guy, and it kind of rubbed him the wrong way too. He's like, let me make sure these girls get home. That could have been it, or that it could have not been it. He could have been the one that stabbed him. But I really feel like that whoever done it was already in the house. I did a video on this, and I couldn't take no screenshots, and I couldn't take no videos of it, because when you're on the dark web, you can't do none of that in none of the chat forums. You can't take a screenshot; it won't let you, and you can't screen record it, or you can't screenshot it. Nothing in none of the chat forums. But I had another phone, and I took a picture of what I seen, and I did a video on it. Y'all check it out if y'all want to. But somebody posted out the blue, and you could tell it was out the blue because what this person posted didn't have nothing to do with the conversation. I wasn't talking. I like to monitor. I like to watch what goes on in these darknet forums, because it's some creepy fucking shit that people talk about, and also it's some like shit you might want to kind of know on, you know, like Bitcoin. I didn't know nothing about that until I got on these dark forums, and just by watching and watching the chat, and that's how I picked up Bitcoins. You know, how I understood Bitcoins. But anyways, the person posted it's right in the blue, and his screen name was Ghost 799 something like that, but it was Ghost something. But the person posted, I was in the empty what is it? I was in the empty bedroom closet when they got there, and that's all he said. Then he disappeared out the room, and in the whole room you could tell that wasn't part of the conversation, because they was talking. I don't know what they was talking about, but it was nothing about no empty bedroom closet when they got home kind of conversation. I can tell you that. And if you think about it, all jokes aside, if you think about it, and if you was a killer, and this was a party house, and you wanted somebody dead that lived there, you've been to the residence multiple times. The dog knows you, because you whoever did it locked the dog in the bedroom. In one of the empty bedrooms, they locked the dog in there. So whoever done it, the dog knew, or either the dog just wasn't that kind of dog that would bark at a stranger, because there's probably no strangers there because there was a party house. But if I was a killer and I was wanting somebody dead that lived at a residence, that it was a fucking animal house, party house, and it had 2 empty bedrooms that I know that none one of them 4 checked before they went to bed, because I wouldn't even done that. I know they didn't do it. They didn't go through them empty rooms and look in the closet. I'm gonna check the rooms before I lay down. No, they didn't do that. That's what I'd hide. I mean, I'd hide. That way I can hear when everything's quiet and they close their doors. Give them what, an hour? I know they're drunk, they're high, whatever. But I know they're under influence, so I know it's about an hour they'll be fucking out. Perfect crime. That's why there's no forced entry nowhere. That's why there's no fingerprints, which, I mean, you can wear gloves, but that's why there's no forced entry. And I believe the blood situation, because after they got done killing all these 4, they had to be covered in blood. Their face, their clothes, their shoes, their arm, everything on them was covered in blood. So what they did, I think, was they brought a change of clothes. They brought um like a one of them big ass trash bags, like a 55 gallon bag or 60 gallon bag, one of them big ass bags. That's where they put the bloody clothes in, and that right there is somewhere around, or either somewhere far off. But that was in a dumpster. That was disposed of in a dumpster somewhere. I believe it was far off. But they changed clothes, put their all go happy go lucky, hey, I'm a college kid outfit on, and strolled out the fucking house. Nobody paid them 2 bits of attention. Um, I believe that's how it went. I don't know who did it. I don't even have a clue who did it, because there's so much stuff coming out on this case. It's just that's one reason why that I ain't gonna say I lost interest, but that's one reason why I just I quit watching. I quit watching like I used to, because I mean there's so many, and also what gets me is the FBI is involved in this with the local authorities and the state police, and these new like on the video, that a video come out that had that had Kaylee and Maddie and the hoodie guy right when they walked out of the corner bar. They was walking up the sidewalk, and a business CCTV camera was on the outside of the sidewalk, and it picked up audio. And you know, they said one of the girls asked the other one, "What did you tell Adam?" Which Adam is a bartender at the corner the corner club. You see him in this photo right here to the right, all the way to the right. The one that's to the right of the hoodie guy, not the one with the hat on, with the other one. One of the girls asked the other girl, "What did you tell Adam?" And the other girl answered, "Like, I told him everything." Okay, so everybody thinks, well, that's tied in. Even Kaylee's dad said that was a bartender. You know, that was everybody thought at first that Adam was the killer. Oh, we found him. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Even Kelly's dad was like, "That's the bartender," you know. And people trying to say that people trying to say that the hoodie guy said something like, I'm gonna get you girls," or "That's gonna get you girls." Come on. I mean, I could have left numerous comments on these channels saying like being a smart ass, but like, no, come on. Did you really hear that? Because if you really heard that, I know the police heard that, because they got technicians, they got equipment that's 10 times better than yours, better than your phone, better than your laptop, better than your computer, better than your processors, that can pick up way better quality than you can pick up. And they didn't hear it because they released it to the public. There's nothing in this. They throwing trash out. That's what the police and the FBI are doing. They throwing the internet a bone. So they'll shut up, and they'll chase a lead that has nothing to do with this case. And so it just got to the point where I quit watching it every day. And I really think it's gonna go cold, and because the police, there's so much. Just imagine how much DNA is in that house. I mean, all these body cam footage I've seen, there's so many college kids and so many people, period, in that house. Just imagine how much DNA that the authorities drug out of there. I mean, it's probably overwhelming. I know it's overwhelming. And this will go cold, and they'll never catch this guy. I swear to God, I hope they do, because he needs his head fucking blown off for doing that shit. Because I mean, one of the girls was about to graduate, and she bought a brand new Range Rover, just bought it, and she had her job already lined up, I think in Texas. 21 years old, had her whole life ahead of her, and she was a beautiful girl. She was very attractive. And what drove somebody to do this? And what would be the motive? The motive it's got to be an uncalled motive, because I don't know, man. It's just weird. But anyway, this photo's weird. This guy's weird. He's got a 70s porn mustache. This looks like a prison setting of a bar. They order using the phone 15 minutes, that's all you get. You gotta get off next person. It's just weird. This whole case is weird. This is probably my last video I'm doing about this case because I ain't feeling it. I don't know. I gotta see the direction it's gonna go. I gotta see what's going on because most of these channels is just chasing crazy ideas, man. It's, if you just see people saying, "Oh yeah, that's what happened," in the comments, if you just sit down and think with a clear head, just common sense tells you that's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's the furthest from the truth that it could be. But who am I to judge people? I don't give a fuck. Believe what you want to believe. I don't care. Because I'm gonna believe what I want to believe, and I believe that this case will hold. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think about this photo. I know I've been rambling on. Nobody's probably listening to me now, but it don't matter. I'll talk to myself. I love talking to myself. Y'all have a safe New Year's and be good or be good at it.